Hey, Michael, it's Coach Benlin here. Just been breaking down some of your swings from the last couple of sessions. I put the information into a document I'll send over to you. I'll show you a couple of loops from the different drills and different angles I have, and then a couple MLB comps to go forward for the next couple weeks with us here. Let me pull up the doc. Okay, so I kind of put together a final checklist of things that we should kind of monitor throughout the spring season in April and May and try to knock off these. I think it's 7 things. Really focus on these 7 things that we've been working on throughout the winter. I kind of put it in a list with the little notes about the main things and the language we want to be focusing on. And then we'll take a look at these swings and different loops I have. So overall, I really like what you're doing. I really like the swing you're putting together right now. Major improvements from when we first started doing this in, I think it was November or December. And we could see the progress. I have all your files saved in a folder and looking back and forth, huge differences, which is great to see. I know you're working very hard. So I put the main ideas in bold here. I numbered them 1 through 7 and a couple notes so if you want to work on this on your own, you have this here. I'll send this over to you. I guess I'll preview some of this stuff and then we'll go look at it in the loops. So first of all, one of the first things we're talking about is having your front foot down. We want to make sure that your front foot down is getting down early. You're ready to react. You're ready to hit. Front foot down first, then hips, then hands. Your hands should be the last to move, and you'll see this problem a little bit in the loop off the machine. When we go live off the machine, you'll see your timing's kind of getting a little out of whack, and you're trying to swing while your front foot's still in the air. And we want to make sure that this chain of events is happening in this order: front foot down, hips, then hands. Front foot down, hips, then hands. We've been working on loading in the right places, keeping that back knee inside that back foot with the back knee bend, maintaining balance over your rear leg as we track. When I show you one of the last videos, front toss video of you, you mix in some good takes, right? And you can tell that your weight is drifting forward a little bit onto your front foot. And we want to definitely make sure that we're maintaining balance over that rear leg as we track that pitch. We'll continue to talk about pulling the knob, leading with the bottom hand, thinking knob versus barrel. We do spend a lot of time talking about that. We mentioned maximizing separation, keeping your hands back throughout the load. I'll show you again on the video. As you track your pitch, sometimes your hands drift forward. Right? We want to make sure we're maximizing that separation, keeping the hands back all the way, stretching that rubber band all the way back until we're ready to swing. Minimizing head movement. We did the Arenado drill. We talked about it last time of keeping your head down at contact, witnessing the point of contact and finishing through the ball. Sometimes you'll see here, you make a correction on your own actually in the video of your head pulling out with your front shoulder. Finishing through contact, one of your biggest, I would say one of the things we've been working on the most with you, extending through the baseball, not being satisfied with the point of contact, not decelerating after contact, finishing that swing, full swing into that big up and out finish. And then just, what we work on every time to start off the tees and in the front toss, hitting the ball where it's pitched, having that good approach, using the whole field gap to gap, line to line, taking inner half pitches to the left center field gap and riding the outer half pitches to the right center field gap. I also included some drills that we'll continue to do that you should be doing, if you're on your high school, your middle school, high school team, or your, whether it's with us in the cages, continuing with the jump back drill, jumping onto that back leg, right? Making sure that knee's inside that back foot like we've been doing. The Arenado drill, keeping the head down, holding the pose, holding the finish through contact, making sure that your head is staying on that back shoulder as you finish. And then the 2-piece swing with the off-speed flips to right field. Right, getting separated, right, loading, holding, tracking that all-speed flip come in, and just sending it off to right field, right? Getting that knob going through and working the right center field gap. 3 drills here that we definitely want to continue working on. These 7 points of emphasis here that we're going to watch and monitor over the next 2 months, but I want it on paper so that you can kind of, use it as a checklist for yourself, and also you and I can continue to work on these things. But I have a lot of different loops here, and I want to get to them right now. Let me pull them up. We'll kind of break them down in real time here. The first one I want to start with, let's start with the tee work first, actually. There's some early tee work you warmed up with last time. I keep making fun of you saying that bat looks real heavy, but you're doing a lot better job of whipping that barrel through. You can see your head start to pull off a little bit here on some of these. That should never happen on a tee, right? I mean, the ball is stationary. You should be looking down your arms at contact, seeing it onto the barrel. Right here. Get into the load. Hands are getting back. Good, 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 good. Front foot coming down. So you're starting to wrap that bat around. Watch this bat. You got to avoid wrapping that bat around your head right there. See this elbow to the sky? Let me draw on the screen to show you what I'm talking about. You don't do it as much in the front toss and the off the machine, but this elbow up here going this way, barrel going this way behind your head, we definitely want to avoid that, right? We want to make sure that we're getting to this point here where that bat, that lead arm is coming across the chest this way, and that bat is, staying at almost a 45-degree here, ready to travel, along this way to the ball, right? High hand path, hands across the chest. Let me clear it. That's mostly what I've noticed when you're hitting off the tee, though, not so much off the toss or off the machine in the cages. I like that right there, right? I like the knob leading the way when that barrel follow through late. Okay, I have another tee video here. Let me pull it up. Different angle. Get this out of the way. Okay. Getting into the load right here. Good shot of the load. Now, when we talk about, see, there it is again. See that elbow, to that back elbow to the sky with that barrel wrapping behind? We got to watch that. Good shot right there. Couple good frames here. You can tell that barrel is entering. Let me draw on it. All right, if our strike zone is through here, I like that your barrel is entering this way through the back of it. All right, you see the barrel back here, getting flat through here. It's going to finish through the zone this way, which is great stuff. Okay, I like that your eyes right here, especially off the tee, we have to be here all the time. Eyes at the point of contact. You play it through. That's a pretty good swing right there. I like it. Make sure we're getting through contact, extending through the baseball. Everything off that tee should be in that 100 boxes on the cage directly in front of you. We talked about that 10 by 10 square. Yeah, that's a good shot right there. Good work. You got a little swag going. I like it. It means you're confident right now. Make sure those hands are getting all the way back. I know you like your wide stance. Let's track it. Getting into our load here. Yeah, see that? I'm worried about that wrapping right there. Couple good frames. Good, good, good. Love that right there. Head down through contact. Excellent job. Look at that. Contacts here, after contact here. And then we're maintaining this throughout, which is great. Love that. Can't hit what you can't see. It's all about seeing the ball, tracking it 60 feet, 6 inches. Let me pull up the next one. Here's the front toss loop. Let me play this for you. There's a couple takes here that caught my attention here. I wanted to show you. I think it's this movement. It might be the next one. Yeah, right here. So there's a lot of good things going on here. Let's take a second to watch these first few swings again. All right. I'll let them play live. Yeah, some good swings there. If I break these down a little bit, let me just slow them down, chop them up. Here's the load. And what I love here is you notice that look how the bat wrap is kind of no longer there, right? I noticed that you're only doing that off the tee, which is great that you're not carrying that into your front toss or your machine or your overhand. But this is not this is not a bad position to be in. I do want these hands coming back further, almost to, you know, exaggerate them, especially in the cage when we're working on them. Get them back here. We want that lead arm across the chest. We want to get to this point here, right, as you load. What I really like is I really like that this knee right here is inside this back foot, right? We're loading in the right places here. We're storing our energy and generating power in our rear leg here, okay? The balance point isn't a problem right here. Running out of colors here. Right, I like where you are right here. Some good things going on. I'll show you on some of the takes. You do travel onto your front foot. We want to make sure we're balancing. Right here is fine, staying balanced as we track the pitch all the way in. Let me clear it. Some things here I really like. Firm front leg, all right, a little 90-degree working in the back. This is the stuff we look for here. Not bad, not bad. Make sure that bottom hand is finishing through contact, leading with that knob all the way through, up and out, big finish. Definitely some good things here. We play it through. Make sure we're not dropping our hands, getting underneath these baseballs. Keeping that high hand path, being productive. Cutting the ball in half from the top. A couple good takes here I liked. You know, I love the BP takes. Right there's one. That's better. Look at the difference here between the two takes. One, you jump it on your front leg right here, watch. If that's the top of your load right there, I'm gonna draw a line down the middle of it. If this is the top of your load, right? Here's a good balance point right here. Let's see what happens as you track. You know, which you do a great job of, you know, picking up the front foot. You're in yes mode right here, yes. Coming down ready to hit, yes, right? Drifting forward, ready to hit, yes. And the last minute you see that's, you know, traveling somewhere you don't like, you say no, which is good. I just don't want you to come onto this front foot right there. You start getting off-speed pitches and your hands are coming with it and you're on the front foot, you know, ground them out. Soft grounders in the infield. You play through it. Let's see if that line still matters. Let's see. Here's it again. Top the load right there. Not bad. Much better take. See how you're balanced here? Not drifting on the front. Much better take. Let me clear that line. Remember, a take versus swing is yes, yes, no. A swing is yes, 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 all the way through. Getting underneath some of these balls, but the swing's there. Good take. Great job. Love it. Receiving a little coaching. Great job. Good job. Good job, man. Okay, now going off the machine here. We find the loops. This is our two-piece drill, our drill series here. right? I think you're getting into your load. You're finishing your load right there. So you're already stretched. We're working on hips and hands coming through. Let me just back it up and see it, right? Front foot should be all the way down. You might be on your toe there, but we're going to talk about hips, then hands, isolating our swing from our load, our upper half from our bottom half. Here comes the hands, reaching for an outer half pitch there, but I like that your head is not moving. Watch your head. If you use that box right there, where your head is in the frame right there, watch the minimal head movement. Love that. Great job. You play it through. Hips and hands, not bad. Here's the full clip. Off the machine. I'll play it through once, then we'll break it down. I'll show you some MLB comps and I'll get you out of here. We're still in our two-piece series here. That's why you're not seeing the load as much. You're right. That's a take. That's outside. Okay, so here we go. A couple things I'm seeing here. Here's the first swing here. Okay, not a bad piece, right? It's more just hands. You're kind of missing the hips part here, but here it comes. You track it out of the machine, coming to the outer half right there. So you cross the midline of the plate to the outer half. So you're reaching for it with your arms rather than driving with your, this is reaching for an outer half pitch. Okay, you do a decent job of lifting it right here. But in a game, that's probably going to be a rollover to the shortstop. We want to see this pitch deep, recognize it down the plate on the outer half right here. If I split the plate down the middle here. Break the plate into thirds like we do. Or split it in half. Outer half, trying to pull, right? Let's drive that to right field. Right center field gap. Here we go. Next pitch. Outer half again. Better job sitting back. A little more hips, right? Kind of reaching for it still. Trying to get it out in front. Let that travel. See that a little bit deeper, right? Catch it on a line. Shoot right over that L screen there. Get your load done. Good. You're loading and holding. Ready to hit. Hips and hands are ready. Outer half again. See this top hand come around and be dominant right there. Head pulls out. I think you make an adjustment here and talk about your head. Is this the one? Yep, there you go. Self-correcting, saying I pulled my head out. Great job. Can't hit the outer half when that head's yanking out on the front shoulder. Here comes the one we should be a take. You say that? Yep, I'll take it. Great job. And this is what it's all about here, making corrections. Middle. This is the one we want to finish with right here. Here it comes. Recognizing it stays middle. Right there. Minimal head. Look at the head. Head staying still all the way. Look at the grays on the back of the hat. Not moving at all. Great stuff. Front foot lands, hips and hands. Middle, right? You're a little early, so you yank it this way. In a game, that's be a base hit right into the left center gap. Hopefully a double if you get through contact. So overall, a lot of good swings here, right? We're working on the takes. We're working on the approach stuff. Let me just clear the screen. Okay. We pull up the dock one more time, just to review. Make sure we're getting that front foot down, then hips, then hands. Make sure we're loading in the right places. That back knee inside the back foot. Working on the knob leading the way, thinking knob versus thinking barrel, right? The barrel will follow that knob. Maximizing separation, keeping your hands back in the load, not letting them drift forward. Minimizing head movement, which you did a great job of at the end there in the loop with the machine. Finishing through contact, not being satisfied with point of contact, getting through the baseball. And then, splitting that plate into thirds or recognizing inner half, outer half, and hitting the ball where it's pitched, right? Gap to gap, line to line. The drill series, continue on the jump back drills to work on the load, keep the Arenado drill with the head down, and then a two-piece with the off-speed flips to right field. we make sure that we're working the entire field, hitting that right center field gap. Guys, I want you to watch, right? You know, I love the Yelich swing. Here it is again. I know it's from the left side, but, you know, the wide stance and the way that he comes down, you know, with his feet pretty far apart reminds me of what you do. This is a swing that I think we should watch. Watch how his hands get back. Watch the bad angle. Watch his hands. Watch his bad angle. It's a guy you can learn a lot from right here. It's a beautiful swing. One of the best in the business. Back knee inside the back foot. Hands get back all the way. Separation. Extend through the baseball. A right-handed hitter that I want you to watch, a guy I really like, is Rookie of the Year, is Kyle Lewis on Seattle. Kind of reminds me of you with the wider stance, the way he finishes. Right there. And what I like about him is he's not afraid to use the whole field. He has a home run compilation here. I'm going to have to watch a lot of it, but he really does a great job, even being a rookie, breaking the play into thirds, hitting it where it's pitched, and he's great at going the other way. Right there, outer half, change up. This is a guy I want you to watch, Kyle Lewis. Simple swing, not trying to do too much. Similar load to you, a little wider than most guys. Very bright future. All right, so if you have any questions, you know my email address. If not, bring them into the next session, and we'll continue to work, man. I'm excited about what you're going to do this spring. Great job, buddy. Keep it up.